Well, first I want to say I'm just, this is my old friend, and I've been on the stage with him. He invited me to be his opening act at Carnegie Hall in 1962, singing the Bonnie Ship, the Diamond, I believe, together. And I adore him, and it's so moving, but so horrifying to hear this. Ugh, God, so glad you made it and make it. Brico was one of those anomalies that come into your life. You say, how did this happen exactly? I have no idea. Just like Theo in a way. How did it happen? He also is responsible for my being here in a health manner, because after we were together there at Carnegie Hall, I came down with tuberculosis, and he was the one who got me into National Jewish Hospital, because he was on the board, another board that he serves on, I think still perhaps. So I owe him much more than just a musical gratitude. Brico came to Denver because they said to her, first of all, she was amazing. She was the first woman to conduct major symphonies, as you said, born in Holland, and Dutch, an Italian, ferocious woman who decided she was going to conduct orchestras. Her parents, her foster parents, immigrated to San Francisco after the earthquake. And she went to school at Berkeley because she was so musical, and decided she'd be a conductor. And people like, great conductor said to her, you have no business wanting to be a conductor. It's impossible. You can't be a conductor. You're a woman. And she said, I don't care. I want to. So she finally met her guru. I love to tell this part because it's so completely out of body, other place. Here she was surrounded by her beautiful Steinway pianos and statues of Bach and Beethoven and Sibelius, and she was encouraged by the guru Yogananda to pursue her dreams, and he helped her get the money together here in New York to go to study in Bayreuth, and she became a conductor. Anyway, she landed in Denver. They told her that she could conduct the big orchestra in Denver. They were going to go professional in 1945. She had had her orchestra here in New York at Carnegie Hall, all during the war. All women, by the way, which provoked a lot of very interesting things that I talk about in my movie about her. But she went there, and then she said, well, when do I start conducting? And they said, oh, we had to hire a man, because you couldn't join the Cactus Club, which is the big male club in Denver where everybody goes and raises money and, networks. Anyway, there she was in my life as my teacher, and she was phenomenal, wanted me to be a great pianist, and had me play with her orchestra. A lot of what Paul Schaefer said about his background in terms of music was similar to mine, because I got exposed to everything. My father was a great pianist and had a radio show for 30 years and sang and played all the Rodgers and Hart. But then I sang in the choirs at church and in the operas and in the school, and played the piano and studied and practiced. And then along came folk music, and it was my turn to change careers.
There's an interesting corollary to this. My wife, Tamara, who passed away a few months ago, was a conductor. And she was a superb musician. And early in her career, she was teaching at Aspen, 3 years running. And then the head of the program called her in and said, listen, you've been doing phenomenally well in this program, but we can't have you back next year. And she said, why? He said, well, the board said we can't have a woman. She said, let me understand this. Would you say, listen, Zubin, we have too many men conducting? The guy looked at her and said, but he also never talked to her again. And she never went back to Aspen either.